in the Himalayan terrain, the Dooars is a picturesque forest land of flowers, colors and orchids, full of beautiful birds and wild animals. The Gorumara National Park is a wildlife sanctuary spread over a vast area of 80 square kilometers, situated in the Dooars. Lataguri, in the Jalpaiguri district of West Bengal, is the gateway to the Gorumara National Park. It is about 2 hours by road from Siliguri. The geographical location of Gorumara in West Bengal is depicted in a detailed map of the Dooars forest area. It is located in the floodplains of the Murti and the Jaldhaka rivers. The sanctuary includes the Upper Tondu Reserve and the Chapramari Sanctuary, extending up to the Kalimpong forest. You must collect your admission permit to the park from the Nature Interpretation Center at Lataguri. Along with a good view of colorful flower gardens with different plants, you can also get descriptions of different flora and fauna with impressive pictures. It is the home of the prehistoric Great Indian one-horned rhinoceros, available nowhere else in the world except here and the forests in neighboring Assam. The one-horned rhinos are an endangered species, and according to the 1996 census report, its population was only 16 in number. At present, the figure may be only slightly higher. Hunters who hold false beliefs in its medical potency kill these rhinos for their horns. The truth is that it is not a horn at all, but a totally different aspect of its physiology. The male tusker, the largest Asiatic elephant, is a dangerous animal which migrated from the northern parts of the country and settled in this forest. 2 fetuses of the elephant, one 5 months old and the other 1 month old, are kept in jars of formaldehyde in the Nature Interpretation Center at Lataguri. The 5-month-old fetus was collected from a dead elephant killed in a train accident. The Indian gaur, or bison, seems apparently innocent, but can be quite dangerous. It is advisable not to stand in its path. They move in herds and are exceptionally alert in spotting danger. They usually react with a loud snort and a rapid run. Many people say that the presence of barking deer and the king cobra are indicators of good health of the forest. A complete molded scale of a king cobra has been collected from Chukchuki in the forest and is preserved in this center at Lataguri. It is exceptionally large, with an unimaginable length of 14 feet and 3 inches. There is little chance of escape if you encounter a king cobra. In the Gorumara forest, there are plenty of flowering trees and plants, and obviously plenty of colorful butterflies. There are no Royal Bengal tigers. However, there are leopards, the main predators of this reserve forest. Deer are well represented here by 4 species: the cheetal, the hog deer, the barking deer, and the sambar, which is the largest among Asiatic deer. More than 300 different species of birds can be found in the sanctuary. Water bodies and swamps find regular visitors in different types of ducks and other water birds. The grasslands, the water bodies, and the woodlands provide the perfect habitat for different birds, like green pigeons, hornbills, parakeets, woodpeckers, owls, and others, including our national bird, the peacock. Shoma, Bhavna and Dipanjali are three students of biology. They have seen enough wildlife on television, but now they want to watch it in the real forest. In the morning, their visit begins at the Panchavati resort. Gorumara is the only national park in the Dooars area of North Bengal. The thrilling landscape of the Gorumara forest is ancient. Along the national highway from Lataguri, they gradually enter into a jungle of tall trees like shal, teak and other precious timbers. On the highway itself appears the peacock, not one but two. But with human beings approaching, they take flight and disappear into the forest. It is believed to be a good omen. A peacock in the beginning means there is a chance of seeing other animals. This is a land of trumpet and songs. Even on the highway, herds of elephants or bison are seen often enough, seated at rest on the road. Most of the elephants are seasonal visitors, except for a few male loners. The admission permit must be shown at the entry point. The three girls, Shoma, Bhavna and Dipanjali, enter the jungle in a jeep. Walking on foot in the jungle is dangerous and prohibited. You may see the jungle and its inhabitants from your vehicle or the watchtowers. After a few laps, they enter the deep of the forest. The morning sun peeps in through the tall trees. All three, tense with excitement and thrilled, look around to see any wild animals, like bisons, deer, or tusker elephants. The driver Pasan drives the vehicle through slowly. Beside the forest bungalow at Gorumara, there is a watchtower called Rhino Point. You have a magnificent view of the wide grasslands, the mellow marshes, the tall elephant grass, and the jungle from the balcony of this tower. The rhinoceros are seen to move in a regal style in the grasslands. Some birds can be seen on the tree branches. The river Indong unwinds like a tape, flowing silently. Beside the river, another rhino is sighted through the trees. It is a young rhino named Ratul, rescued from the floods in the Kaziranga forest. After proper medical care, he was let loose into this forest. But the other wild rhinos are hostile to him. They do not accept him, since his body smells of the human touch. Since then, he has been a lone ranger, moving around the forest bungalow and the watchtower. He never ventures deep into the jungle. Again, a peacock is seen dancing, probably a love call to the peahens. From a bird of such beauty comes a call that is harsh. The girls come out from the Rhino Point. There is one more watchtower further inside the jungle named Jatra Prashad. These forests form an important and crucial corridor in the migration of the Asiatic elephant, the largest land animal on earth, and the Indian goat. Gorumara has great diversity of floral assemblages, mainly Terai grassland interspersed with riverine forests, dry mixed forests, wet mixed forests, and several shal forests. Jatra Prasad was a trained elephant, locally known as Kunki Hathi, the devoted and helpful worker of the jungle, who is used for work by the forest department. They drive away wild animals or help to trap them. Inside the tower, the graffiti has many pictures and stories about Jatra Prasad. From the balcony of the tower, you can see vast grasslands and forests, through which the river Murti flows silently by in a peculiar loop. Birds twitter all day long in the trees, and it all makes this an amazing environment. Again, the rhinos are seen. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perhaps there are more hiding somewhere nearby. The paradise flycatcher, commonly called the Sipahi bulbul, is a striking bird with a bright yellow body and a blue crest to give the appearance a royal touch. It is sheer luck to see such a bird so close. The 3 visiting students are thrilled. Another rhino is sighted, along with peacocks on the tree branches. There are no tigers in this forest, and leopards are rarely seen. Visitors are not allowed inside the dense forest areas where sunlight cannot penetrate. Further inside the jungle, footprints of the bison are seen. Some of them must be nearby, so be alert. They can come out from any side. And exactly as expected, a bison suddenly appears on the road with its young one and mate, only to disappear in a twinkle of the eye. The 3 girls are happy to have learned their first lesson of the jungle in the morning. Now they must return. On the way back, they see forest workers going deep into the forest on trained elephants' back. They also want to experience more, but perhaps later. One of the elephants call out, probably bidding them goodbye. On their way back, the barking deer with its enchanting eyes seems to be a lonely one, busily breakfasting on the plants. But when it sees them, it disappears into the forest, its tail swinging. Suddenly, the sky is overcast with dark clouds. Thunder strikes, and within a few minutes, the rain comes in. Rain in the jungle is wonderful to watch. The greenery becomes brighter, washed in rain. A herd of bison pastures lazily in the rain. The fragrance of the wet soil and the jungle leaves overwhelms the visitors. The best time for watching wildlife is the morning and the afternoon. The same afternoon, Shoma, Bhavna and Deepanjali started off for the Kunia watchtower at the other end of the Gorumara National Park. After getting their admission permit from the Lataguri Nature Interpretation Center, they take the other route along the highway. As they proceed into the dense forest on both sides of the road, they are alert for suddenly sighting elephants or leopards. You have to cross the Murti river to reach the Kunia part of the forest. A somewhat different experience. It offers new thrills. There are so many restrictions here, many do's and don'ts. Smoking is prohibited. Silence is essential. And if at all, talk only in whispers. Bright-colored clothes are prohibited. Only light colors and green is permitted. Plastic or other containers cannot be thrown around in this jungle. When the girls alight from the jeep in front of the tower, a squirrel sitting there seems to be displeased to see the unknown intruders in their own domain. But when the girls found footprints of the elephant on the soil, they were very excited. And proceed daringly on foot a little further into the jungle. Again, they see peacocks dancing and calling as if to welcome them. They thought it was a good sign, but suddenly a wild boar appears. The forest workers restricted them from walking. It is a dangerous forest. Please go and see from the watchtower. The watchtower at Kunia has been constructed recently. The three-storied watchtower is a wooden structure colored green to match with the forest, and it is beautiful to look at. You can have a view of all sides, turning 360 degrees from this tower. There are various beautiful birds and peacocks which you cannot count in numbers. But a number of peacocks are seen flying from here to there. At any moment, any animal like deer, bison, rhino, wild boar and others may be seen. Just wait and watch from this tower. One can enjoy the dance of the peacock surrounded by 4 or 5 peahens. A variety of birds, typical of grasslands and open country, can be seen from the watchtowers. The call of the red jungle fowl is as common as the musical sound of crickets. The girls on the tower are waiting to see more, other than peacocks, birds and wild boar. The other important animals in the park are the common otter, the small and large Indian civet, the Malayan giant squirrel, the Indian pangolin, the Indian porcupine, and many others. Evening is approaching. The waiting is coming to an end. And a one-horned rhino appears from the forest. It moves this way and that, without caring for anybody. Ultimately, it stops and starts masticating quietly. White clouds hanging in the blue sky gradually become more colorful. It is amazing to look at such a sky in the forest. The sun is dropping down on the west. More peacocks fly from the branches to take their rest in the dark. Is this the end of their viewing? No. A herd of bison appears from the forest to bid them goodbye. Their whole body is black, but the feet are white, as if covered with white stockings. Shoma, Bhavna and Dipanjali, the three girls, have to go back before darkness covers. That is the rule of the jungle. They board the jeep. Their headlight is switched on, and they are content to see the beautiful jungle of the Dooars and its wildlife.